active. You know, I want to Zulu out there, and I check in today. Today, we want to talk about identity. Who are you? What is your current status? How do you identify? And it is a very simple question, but to many, it might complicate the whole scenario. So that's the question we really want to ask people. How do you identify? I am a Bantu Zulu. I'm a living man. You see, pray. And I'm a reflection of the living soul incarnated into the appellation that my mother gave me of the bloodline where my father carry on. So we want to ask the people them now, how do you identify? Most people that identify as a Jamaican national. Some people that say them is a Jamaican citizen. Some people that say them is a Rastafarian. Some people that say them is a Maroon. But behind the whole identity, you know, something that they will lies with them call jurisdiction. Yeah. An identity must be established in order for jurisdiction get for them establishment. Said we. So they are reasonable. The situation where take place in the world is that most of the people realize corporations gather up together, working as a team, to jump upon them rights. Most people lose them finances, them hard work, blood, sweat and tears just go down the drain because them don't really understand how the system operates. You know, always there as a one where they have to decrypt certain things and put the information to people transparently. So if ones and ones where it's difficult to see it or when it's right in front of them eyes, like a popcorn say. And it's like people still playing a blind eye. We always make it possible so even the baby can understand what we are saying. And right now we are talking about identity. Because identity and people being misidentified, that is the biggest issue where so-called black people are faced nowadays. You see, pray. Misidentification, transfer of rights, transfer of jurisdiction going on one different man, and not much people realize who is in charge of Jamaica and the person that is in charge of Jamaica, what them is really about. To them I ask a question. Is slavery still going on? I ask the people them there and listen to me right now. I don't say how much people there were. But is slavery still going on? You can tell me that in the comment section. Yes, if you think yes. No, slavery been abolished. If you think slavery has been abolished. But just for free thoughts and for reasoning. Because we can't there and talk to myself. Good while now there and I reason with ones and ones, but very few. Many are called. Very few are chosen. You see, pray. So we realize the outcome of the whole motion where take place. The system like them winning against people because they misidentify themselves. People don't know who them is. Back when me a little youth, Rastaman them used to say, yo, youth, you have to know yourself, you know. You have to know your true identity, youth. You have to know where you're about. You see, nowadays that I grow so big and kind of get a couple senses, can connect to the main sense, which is the third eye or the first eye, whatever way people have classified to be. I realize my true identity is not the identity that the government presume me to be. And it might sound complicated because I know from basic school days, you go to school and your name call and you say present miss. You never really notice what transpire. You see me? So they might teach you how to accept contracts based on your business persona, not as a living man or a living woman. And to many, it might slip through your ears. I know say people them now hear me I say. The system I hear me clearly and I say, yo, the youth I chat too much. Zulu is waking up too much people. But to many people, no good just a say a chat him a chat. So them Rasta man they come on the internet. Anyway, you see them Rasta man always attack righteousness and a bonfire upon the system. It means more than just the average. It means that there's actually an avenue to get from out of the situation that you are in and get into the proper world. The proper world is the world of God, you know. In other terms, some would call it the world of the living, the land of the living. Not the water where the dead commercial sea and ships they now sail. If you know over somewhere, I say you can drop a one. You know how much people they over here. Once somewhere tap up the screen. Positive motivation, big up yourself. Give thanks to the support. Divine goddess, big divine queen, big up yourself. Said there. Give thanks to the support. You hear that? Right now they are gonna push forward the message of affirming your identity. Who are you in a real time? Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? Like me I ask people, how do you identify? Some people are gonna say I identify as a straight man. But that's just the surface level. Way past the average minds and the average thinking. And some things you have to unlearn. If you don't know it is not a problem to correct yourself because we don't know everything. A man like me don't know anything. Don't know nothing. I am seeking to know. I'm always in the position or the place to know. Why upon the position? I am always in the capacity to learn. So we're never too big for learn. And life teach the most things. Once you're alive, once you have life, you are going to learn. You see, pray. So we are talking about the identity. You have to clarify your identity so you don't get mistaken as the legal fiction. And we all know by now that the legal fiction is the same thing as the government's name. Some people might call it the business name. In other terms, some people might call it the trade name. The name where you do business by. Now, there is an act called the Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica that clearly states the difference between the individual and the business. Them say the individual is a natural person, but that is for legal reasons. Outside of the legal world, you have a lawful world. And the lawful world relates to what God set out for happen. You see, pray. You hear God's plan. What is God's plan? I will sing the song and say, God's plan. You think of Drake. You see me? So God's plan is for we the people to have dominion over every single thing that he created. Every single thing that the creator created, him decide say, you know, say, I want everyone that is in my image and likeness. So him like put it in a one trust. And America, people from America might hear it a lot. In God we trust. What does it mean to trust in God? Full faith in credit. What does it mean? Full faith in credit. That means say, thou shall not want. What does it mean when thou shall not want? You're supposed to have every single thing already. So we are claim the land. Most people upon the waters and not realize how they upon waters. Subliminally speaking, because the world as we know it is being capitalized. That means say them you have some man and some woman who decide say yo them are gonna take over the world and how them are gonna do it is claim all real estate and give people fake estates like in the metaverse. In the metaverse people won't need real water it look like because you have digital water and the digital water is going to tap up your tank so you don't need any H2O anymore. And that is subliminally said. That is subliminally speaking. You see, pray. So more ones and ones to realize, say, yo, your identity is very important, especially entering into this biometric digital age. Cause digital time now, you know. every single thing are going to go digitally. And we already see it a chip in with the currency. We see it a go on with the RGD, the birth paper system, every single thing. You see me? So what ones and ones need to do is clarify who are you really and truly. Are you subjected to change? Because them say advancement for the whole human race. The human race is already advanced. Living man and woman is already advanced. But when you talk about, we don't want to get too personal with certain things because we know the system don't like to hear we talk about certain things. However, clarify your identity is a must. Who you do that with, how you do that. We're talking about affidavit because one of my favorite maxims of law states that truth is presented in the form of an affidavit. And you having an unrebutted affidavit means your judgment stands as truth in commerce. And truth is sovereign in commerce. Truth rule over every single thing. So if them say 50 billion trillion dollars and you present truth in a fictitious world, that means that your truth is value more than the 50 million zillion trillion dollars. Yeah, that's how we are talking about. So full faith in credit. That's how we are head towards as the system heads towards them new world order. Organization will seek to accomplish a lot from the blood, sweat, and tears of my very people whom they are try reach out to. So ones and ones we know what go on, remember, free not dumb. You see it. Do not be a bum. Never kneel down. Never put your knees on the ground. Guess you pray. Identity is very important, and you clarifying your identity, especially your DNA, which adds up to who you really are. Your DNA can definitely tell who you are. So you have a trust. Most people might not know what is trust, but you all trust within the government. Every public entity, and we are talking about every citizen in this case, have a trust within the government. And that trust holds land or personal property. In most cases, that land turn out to be you because you know, we go too far-fledged. How you become a piece of land? We have to think outside of the box. How does the system, the state, classify you to be a piece of land? And how do I agree when the state classify people to be a piece of land? According to the biblical text, in the book of Genesis, the first man was created from the soil. So it states that God took clay from the ground and formed man. And then him blow up breath in him lungs. You see, pray. So the first man came from clay. What is clay? Clay is the dirt outside. Clay is a form of soil where people use to do pottery and to farm things, to make things that actually can withstand heat and withstand certain temperature. You see, pray. So what really transpire now? When the system say them have land or personal property, you are classified to be clay. Clay is a piece of land according to subliminally speaking. I don't want people with one straight bland mind come and hear me talking and say how comes man becomes land. So in other terms, you have a bond, you know, what them call a land bond. And the land bond is a type of bond where I would agree it is linked with the local registered stock. And the local registered stock can be a stock linked to the government or a debt instrument issued by the government that secure the rights of the holder. The holder is whoever is holding that stock. But in most cases, the owner think they are the stock. Guess now, somebody smart in the comment can tell me, what do you think is that stock? Anyone at all can tell me what do you think is that stock? You know, check a stock and see what go on, because our people them use the word a lot, you know. What is that stock? At least one person, 20 one of the people them were there one of the man or woman them where they represent them TikTok account or them Strawman account can tell me the birth certificate, aka the stock certificate. So the stock certificate is equal to the birth certificate, but the stock itself would be the citizen or the trust that is established. The trust of a certificate. The trust certificate is the same thing as the birth certificate. That is well said. Intelligence author, well close to that, my father. So validating the stock certificate, aka the birth certificate, you know, we are gonna need to go the place which part it come from. Cause who better to validate it than the maker? If you have a clocks, well, you know, so the clock store make the clocks. Oh, you're gonna know if it's a real clocks or a fake clocks. You have to carry it to the clocks, the maker, the man that want make clocks and say, yo dog, and you did make the clocks, you know. If the man say, yeah man, I want my one, can see the tag there underneath the insole of the thing there, and right this of the thing there, then you know say, yo, it is being validated as an original. But if it not have the characteristic or the features of the original, the man gonna say, yo, that's a fraud. And I mean make that. Cause first thing the whole of my clocks them, me put that in the side there. And me use a gold seal and not a black seal. Remember say we spend quality time to do our work, so blah 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 blah. So we know which part we stand up and what we're supposed to do to go forward. But clarifying your identity, remember, it is very important to validate the stock certificate, because the stock certificate is one side, that are the fictitious side, aka the legal side. On the lawful side, you have the living man. And the living man or woman should never be presumed to be the stock or the corporate fiction, because there's a clear indication that a living man can walk and talk and think. But there's a act. Once again, there's another thing where them call a act. What is a act? You can go to the theater. A act is places where them have puppets, like a show. Somebody carrying on a form of jester. You see, pray. Alright. So when the act take place, you know, we have 1666 STW KV in motion. And they actually presumed every living man and woman to be naturally dead or lost at sea during the Great Flood. One flood or one mud flood where it take place, or one flood where it take place on the fire of Rome. They actually presumed everyone to be dead. And if you don't come back, come claim your securities within 7 years' time, or you claim your name so you're not dead within 7 years' time, then you get put up as a collateral. And the collateral nowadays is what them would have put in a day as an asset to them put in the consolidated funds. That's where the government borrow from. And all of the funding go which part them borrow from. You see, Bray? So now, as we see the ball game I play, they have been borrowing from people that forgot that 7 years has passed and you all need to reclaim your securities. So what go on now? When them borrow, remember every time somebody borrow, you have a thing what them call interest. Interest bears and it grows. Like a fruit on the tree, it bear. You see it, and when it bear, it produce. Because only the blossom alone, when you see on the mango tree, a couple blossom well. And when it blossom and sprinkle out and other things germinate it. So when it a bear, a problem, interest bear and over a period of time, it accumulates. You see it. The government constantly a borrow from every single local registered stock that is in their possession or where them have interest in it. You see, pray. They make claims from it and they borrow. And now the thing they on a little level. The debts in the country, guess who have to pay it back? The same people them where them borrow it from. So it's all about identity. Who are you? Are you a borrower or are you a lender? Are you a creditor or are you a debtor? I remember everything what I say is based upon the Most High, Jah. He that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And the secret place of the Most High is the same thing as the private place. What does secret mean? It is private. Come on, my people. My people who cannot talk about all these things in the public. So what do you need to do? On Saturdays and Sundays and probably on Wednesdays, you're gonna have a class. You're gonna have class 3 times. You're gonna announce it 3 or 4 times during the week. I'm realize the people them need the information, and because of the information that I've been spitting out, a massive amount of people has been touched. I feel like the word of God touch somebody, literally, When the word of God touch people and them feel the anointment and start make changes in them life, adapt to the changes in them life, you start see things differently. A lot of people tell me, say, yo, every movie where them a watch, them a see signs in it now. When them a listen to the song, them a hear things in some songs. And when them a see things, when them a read documents, them a see it different way. Why? You have been touched by the word of God. They think of the word of God. But the pastor, them a tell you, no, I'm not fight against whatever the pastor, them a say. I'm not fight against whatever no man a say. You see, pray. But evaluate every single thing on here. Music all three, give thanks to the gift them. Give thanks, big up all of the gifters them, same way. Manners and respect in all aspect. You see, pray. As I say, we're not going to be over here on the live for the whole day. Because, activities sometimes get overwhelming on my end. Definitely be life in. So, clarifying your identity. Obtaining the life birth record or the certificate of life birth, whatever way you have to call it. And a verification letter will accompany it. Even if you get the verification letter alone, it proves that you are certified accreditor and certified a holder. You see it? So if you are the holder, you can't be the holder and the object where you are holder at the same time. What you are holding is citizenship. You are the holder of the ship. You are the holders of the ship and commercial waters. But what most people need to do, get from off the ship. Separate yourself from the ship. You see, because you have different capacities where you can live in, but because most people is not in the know, most people are unaware of what really transpire, it kind of complicated for the average mind, wrap them mind up. We have a book, and just as I said, kind of complicated for the average people, them wrap their mind around this, so we are saying such a short space of time, because a whole heap, but we have a book coming. The book title is Free Not Dumb Volume 1. You see me? Free Not Dumb Volume 1. So in the book there, you get a full description of how the system operates on the public side and how you supposed to operate on the private side. If you're there in the public and want to go in the private, we have to explain to you through the book how to do it. We also have templates. We have a whole heap of legalese definition. And when I say templates, I show you how to set up your trust. We show you how to draft certain letters where you need to send to certain administrative and executive bodies. You see, pray. We have some whole heap of things in the book, man. Believe me. Whole heap of things there in the book. I don't know if no one ever see me read no part of it yet. Couple times we jump in it or we do my classes and them things. But we have to get the physical copy ready. Say the first set, which not gonna be much, is a limited edition book we are deal with. Something like the Maccabees. I know a whole heap of people in the world still and thing. But for people who are really interested, a whole heap many are called but few are chosen. Everybody will say them want them book, but when push come to shove and you forget the book, you nobody want it again. Because of this and because of that, and you can't afford to pay for the book. And we now make it too expensive, especially for the first set them. Because the prices might increase. You see it? I pray we are gonna have three different sales. The first set We just going to charge $333. And that going to be a limited edition of the book, said we. You see it? So probably 150 or 100 copy for $333. If you don't get that, then you know the price are going to increase up to $555 for another 150 copy or another 200 copy. So no more than, the first go, no more than one 500 or 300 copy. And that's a whole heap of books, same way. According to what I say, I go on, because not much people interested in the private side. You know, everybody really wants to go public. Everybody really there in the public. Everybody thinks that things easier in the public. So we know they have to force people to do nothing at all. It's a choice and it's an investment you are going to make in your life same way. So instead of you beat around the bush and go here, there and actually everywhere to get simple information, we have it step by step lined out. Because a whole lot of people say them confused. We have it lined out in the book for now. You see me? And that are free, not dumb, volume 1. We have some merch we are work on same way, some t-shirt and some hat and some water bottle and all them look sitting there. So once and ones can connect up and communicate and we get the thing plugged in the right way. We feel like I'm going to give it 2 gift basket, you know. We have some merch coming up, man. I get some gift basket for ones and ones. Gift basket so ones and ones can know. So yo, these are from Free Not Dumb. I want to Zulu and the crew up on the side there. Father Radcliffe, God bless. Big up yourself, you know. Black Magic Entertainment, big up yourself. Fresh Radio, we see I roll through the place, said we. You see it. If the ones them want to check in on the live and ask, questions are, you see me, I've not know what I have to say. I do not know me as I said we. You know, say the platform there. A good while now, I don't hear from the ones them said we. Good while now, we not really dep on the live, because you know the system work. The system try to lock we down, but them can lock we down forever. 40 years flat, them get to Nelson Mandela, but him still become the president of that we call the Jenna. Black man alone surviving any weather. So we proud for be black. God bless and every lion in a pack. Get no fight to with skin color. Everybody know that a fact. If me did white, them woulda like me. Me woulda get the work if me a Chinese. From the land me come from and me proud of it. You know the thing going on Black Magic. If me did white, them woulda like we. Woulda get the work if we are Chinese. And say I be a Chinese, them a get the work. Because of your identity. Identity. How do you identify? They say, go back to who are you in a real life? How do you identify? How do you classify yourself? You can't be a citizen and have rights. Citizens only have privileges. So I'm told God give rights. Them they now want trust. What the trust them? The Constitution or the Bill of Rights? They say everybody rights there. When you supposed to have your rights in your possession, so you need the rights to protect yourself. You can draw for one of your rights or two of your rights. You take them and give to a corporation put them in a one thing and say if you need them, you have to link one of them people who just up in a black and white. You see what I go on? I hope you see what I go on, So when you should have on the rights, on the possession, on the rights are given to agents of the state. What agents of the state take on the rights and do it? Lease them to corporations like banks, credit unions, schools, businesses. For the what? Make profit from your blood clot business. And when Granny used to say, mind your own business, nobody never realized that it mean, Mind your own business. What does it mean to mind your own business? Your business name that was registered under the Business Name Registration Act of Jamaica to the company's office that is held in trust. Blood clot. Brother, take on the time still, my father. Take on the time. Take on the time. Take on the time with people. Them say when you're hand in a lion mouth, the amount of people tell me that. And them say my hand in a lion mouth, I'm just a try jog it out set time. Them say when you're hand in a lion mouth. What them say when you're hand in a lion mouth? Probably me not remember now. Somebody can tell me when your hand is in the lion's mouth, what happened? Nobody at all know. Give the man some taps and repost everything, please. Repost the live. Repost my videos, my contents. And I go wait till when? What? When I do no more live, then when I start say where is Abantu Zulu? Abantu Zulu used to talk some real things. Do it from now. You see me? Do the right thing from now. Because if you don't do the right thing, you know. People, the system is a fraud. Innocent you charge. You have to serve and protect so they work no sarge. Mount a friend you and your youth them send go down a mag. Oh, the system is a fraud. Many gone abroad. I try to find a easy way but still them have it hard. The system is a fraud. The system is so fraudulent, pose up like an ornament. Tell you don't trust politician way in a parliament. You feel a joke. You trust them and see what happens to you. Black Magic say take your time and dry it out. When your hand is in the lion's mouth, take your time and dry it out. Intelligence, big up yourself, you know. Music O3, big up yourself the same way. When your hand is in the lion's mouth, take your time and dry it out. That's how the Asians them say. But most people don't realize them hand in the lion mouth. Marcus Garvey say until your back is against the wall, then you will realize who you are. Bumbo clot. It come like a poetry the man them are writing now. When your back is against the wall, you will realize who you are. And it boils down back to your identity again. Who you are is your identity. Who you are is how you are being judged by your character. What is your character? Who you are. What we know you as. What we know you for. What we know you from. Who you are. Who are you? Who you are. How do you identify, my people? All I can tell you is the system is a fraud, you know. The system is so fraudulent. Them pose up like an ornament, you see me? You know ornament like a figure. And granny used to put on dress in the days. So some people pose up. The system is a fraud. We have a class we are going tomorrow still. Don't know much people interested for joining the class tomorrow. We have a Patreon link with some more heap of classes, said we. If ones and ones want to be a part of the class, you can just send me a message. You see me in time. How do you represent and treat yourself? Is how you will be judged. How do you present? Present and represent is a key word, you know, my father. Mean it happened already and is now being talked about. You see me? Represent that. But present mean it's happening right now. So that's how we present yourself. Or represent that boy along to the character where you create for yourself, where people know you as. So big up yourself, Black Magic. You see, pray. Anyways, my people, I do not intend to spend the whole day and bore you with my boring talks because you know a lot of more entertaining things taking place on TikTok for people probably want to watch them favorite TikToker. So I'm not gonna hold up on the time. You see me? If not ones have no questions, so no have to ask me, I go on around 5 more minutes, 3 more minutes or so. Not in relation to the topic when I did talk about identity. They are showing say the identity must be established. Jurisdiction must also be established. You see me? How you establish your identity is through presenting facts or presenting truth about who you are in real time. And you get it affirmed. You see it? So when we say affirmed, you know what I mean? Say you go swear it, you know. Because man not to swear. In God's name we never swear. Never swear. God make all of us in his own image and we give all away. Him likeliness. That means say the same power God did have the same power we have. When them say Christ walked the face of the earth, the same miracles that Christ performed, we are able to perform those same miracles. How we do it? Ask me the questions and you will get the answer. How do I raise the dead? Get people from the dead and a joking thing that, you know. What's the next step after you have your certificate of live birth? So after you have your certificate of live birth, many different avenues open up in front of you. So it boils down to two words. So I'm going to introduce it to you if you don't know them already, my father. One name dissolve and the other one name liquidate. That's the first two road. So when you see them two road there, you can just step on one of them. The road to dissolve means say you have to shut down the government account completely and don't care about what's happening behind you. The word that name liquidate means that you are going to transfer everything that the government holds for you to somewhere that you can actually control it. And no place better to transfer it than in your foreign express trust in the form of a grantor trust or whatever type of trust, as long as it is foreign. And foreign does not mean overseas. Foreign means that it is not of the local residents or the local people or the local government or the local corporation or the local domestic workers. If you over me, I say my father. So right, so you have to obtain a employer status. How you get that? Employer means say you're a boss man, you know. You know, able to employ workers to work for you. You see it? So the employer identification number, the EIN number, is what you get from the IRS. Remember, say we offer all of them services there. So if you want to get a better clarification, I'm kind of drop the price little. $150 for 1 hour of consultation. So if you want in-depth reasoning of how we go about this thing, you see me, check me upon a consultation. If you want for reason said we can't afford the $100, we have classes we are going to go on 3 times a week. On Saturday, Sunday, and we are going to announce the day of the week shortly where it are going to go on during the week. So ones and ones need to connect up and make sure so, you know, in tuned with all of them information that we have a showcase. And never say showcase, so we have a impart. Knowledge is being imparted, and when you act upon the knowledge you have, it's actually wisdom. You're a wise man or a wise woman. You see, pray. I know say I be a wise people, listen to me. You see, pray. Normal minds not have the time for listen them boring conversations. Like, people been a show me say, oh, them care about the chattings, the back of righteous reasoning, Rastaman talk, blah, 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 blah. Them nah are listening ears. You can't hear the word of God, you know, and deny Christ. Whosoever believe it in him and for believe it in him, you have to understand we must say at least have basic understanding for him and listening ears. Shall not perish but have everlasting life. What mean who say that? Yeah man, US dollar my father. Oh, me no say that. You still can get half an hour, you know. Half an hour for $100 consultation. But the classes, them, you know, say $50 may I charge your class anyway. Depends on how much people. If you get a good amount of people are checking out the class, you cut it to $25 least. Said we, because you know, we have to live, my brother. And this is my only job, just like the past. I tell you, say their only job is to spread the word of God. You know, we have to spread the word of God. And ones must see it necessary for contribute towards the word of God, because the word that we are push, it talk for itself. Is it? And I'm going to try to convince nobody. I'm not here to convince anyone that whatever I'm saying is the truth and that other is the truth and that other person is telling a lie. Is the truth and that other person is telling a lie. You know, it's a call just come through a while ago. But what I was telling the ones them say, every theory is based upon facts, truth. So a man can't tell a lie. And that's why them say ears never got caught, because everybody will hear the news, add something to it or them take something from it, and it is no longer the original. If you add something to the original, it is no longer the original. You take something from the original, it is no longer the original. I'm going to explain it, because some people might know what I say. If you have an original iPhone, or say for instance an original clocks, one of the real clocks, them genuine clocks that come from England or Vietnam out of the factory, and you take off the cheese bottom and put on a rubber bottom, can you say it is the original clocks? No. If you have an iPhone and you take the blood clot memory out of it, or the hard drive out of it, or the motherboard out of it, and put in a Samsung motherboard and only I use the iPhone case, is it the same original iPhone? No. And that's what transpire right now. People are add things and take things from them identity. Now remember, say them born one way in the image of God. And God have two kinds. One will come from the ribs of man, and one will come from the dirt. So the two of them related to the land and soil outside. So now when people operated in commercial waters, when I say people know for operate in a commerce and people know for do business, you see it. But how you go about the thing? You see it? That is a key thing. How do you intend to go about this thing? Anyways, my people, J Money, big up yourself, you know. Big up all of my family, them are checking with me. Remember, clarifying your identity. We are going to have classes around planet. And if you check for my Patreon, the link in my bio for my Patreon, you know, say it costs a little thing, say there. Everything is cost. The only thing free is you. The living man and woman is the only thing free on this earth. Remember me tell you that. And you are going to prove that. The only thing free is you. And your mind is also free. Sometimes people's mind might get corrupted and corroded with a lot of things. But the only thing we're free in this world is your mind. Because your body can physically be in one place. So you know, like your body can be in a prison. But your mind is always free. You can think, say, yo, the place might hot. But you probably are Mexico. And you just imagine, say, yo, this is Mexico. You block off everything around you and say, this is Mexico. You see me? Or I just take a little vacation now, a very hot place. Then again, you can say, yo, this is a place where you don't really want for there. But you adapt your mind to endure it. That come like a green lizard, you know. You see me? The green lizard change him color, or a chameleon, them would call it. Change them color in a places for adapt. So them can depend on a brown tree, them change them green skin to one brown tree for match in and blend in. You see, pray. If you put them close to blue, then we all change them skin for camouflage and the same thing. I have some whole heap of creature will have them thing there, but just the idea of adapting and adjusting to your situation so things not go haywire. You see, pray. So once and ones need to know again. Clarifying your identity happen at the Island Records office. You have to update the record basically. Because the record what them have for you saying you are a legal fiction. And I said them say it, because them know say you are one living man and woman. But common law have some maxims and principles where them use for tying up in the water. You see me? Because common law is basically a presumption of the law, whatever people agree to. I always say if cow jump over the moon and you agree to cow, if the prosecutor say, hey, cow jump over the moon and you were there and saw that happening, and you go say, yes, for real, you know, so the blood clot cow did go jump over the moon one at a time. And you never did say that, but you just agreed to him. You just agreed to him. And a bit things start going right there, so. Because you don't know where you agree to. You don't know where you just say you understand a while ago. You don't know the situation you have put yourself in. Clarifying who you are, man. Island Record Office. Them that come like the book of life and the book of death on the island. Make them know who you are, where you stand for. Tell them to make sure say this go on your record. Or once you use whatever identity or you created, because you have a right for identifying them. As I say, I have a whole class on that tomorrow. Affidavit of status. And your status mean how you stay, who you are, how you really go about things. You see me? So, no other question from the ones and ones them. Anything you can do, send a request and ask me quick and fast. Because we still are going to 5 minutes. Or less than 5 minutes, around 3 minutes. You see me? Gone 47 minutes or 30 minutes, I say. Uplift my father.
Where are dealing with father?
You know, I'm there up on the ground and give thanks.
Hope the people them are taking the righteousness, you know. Yeah,
That is it.
them guy they are spend money in our name every fucking single day and borrow money in our name every day and take anything you have for granted, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
The people them give them permission to do it.
Yes, I.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
They are upon it differently, man. My father going easy.
I'm sorry, go man, I'm there, teacher.
Drink some more,
Wow.
man. I burn a one space.
Yeah, I'm there, go and take in the chief, you see me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Alright, go and do your thing then, man. I'm there, go and check in. You see me?
No respect, man, my father. So all the thing I go on with the land down so. I'm gonna push it
So,
back.
I don't know, them a hide and a dad said, you know, so we have to just do one night time, you know, and just go take in them again, you know, cause them must say them a go and hide and a dodge. Cause right, you know, them get involved with them put all the parcel number in a church we built from 1827.
Mm.
Yeah, man, cause the address was A, now the address gonna B.
Mm.
Just say for instance, you understand? And about
Say I sue you have to sue them for that, man, my father.
Yeah, man, about quarter mile to half mile. So over quarter mile to half mile, the different address that them put it on, you know. There's a thing right there, me and you have to talk about that the part there. You understand? Me not reach to go public with the right, you know.
Alright then, my God.
Yeah, man. So just I go and watch and see what them a do still. So we just I give them a little bit more time and then we attack them, you see me?
Alright, my father.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for the man,
Uh,
remember
them
me, I
thing,
said, yeah.
them thing you make me know say the system really I know nothing for you to play with, you know.
The
This
system is a fraud, my father.
yeah man, the system just take your things like that and just a dodge. Hey man, them have all a tie crap so them have all a part upon a video where them a say cracks and things get way through cracks and all them things there. So that means you see them say them things no fence up in there good.
So I can say, my father, the system operating a force. The whole Jamaican system, I will say. Them have a force to protect them.
Yeah
And the
man, yeah.
force they take people things, and if you not have a force we defend back your thing, what them take from you. And it
Yeah.
can be your rights, it can be your property, it can be if you pity them. You see,
Yeah.
pray. If
Yeah.
you not operating a force with the law, then everything gone where you have. So if you don't know the law and have the covenant to protect you and shield you from the system, then them are gonna always do them thing them, father. So we know as the people must come together, who want to come together and who able and capable to come together and do the right thing, my father.
In a
You
real
see me?
life. In a real life. Most definitely.
Cause we done there and I put in the work already, you know.
Rasta me just look on the system as a trickster Rasta.
Mm.
A tricks in the book them come out with that pan the people them Rasta.
You see it, man.
Yeah man, them give you the tricks in the books. Like them say we can't hold the blade, we can't hold the angle no time and the blade we hang up on and then sharp the blade all the while and push it out and give you and say if you want to come out of that hole there, you know, you have to can hold on on a sharp blade there. Or otherwise a fire red one.
Alright, that's it then, man.
Yeah man. Real man. But go on do your thing still, man. Keep up your time still, no, my father.
Yeah, man, a good while over there. I check my just see me, I go check out.
Yeah, man, man, up on the
Sit down and
program.
spend a little time. For
Yeah,
who
man,
want
man.
to check in and share a word, same way, you know.
Yeah, man, there. And I like how I said we still a go and take in the program, you see me?
Mm-hmm.
For real, my father. But bless up, brother.
So what you think, before you go, my father,
Mm.
what you think about the upcoming election and what you think the government can actually do for redeem themselves after everything was gone?
I don't see what them can do, cause right, them actually done sell out the country already, father.
Yeah.
Alright, everywhere you go, Rasta, China man, you see a work, Every
Yes, sir.
corner. Me I wonder if the black
I
man.
would have like we if we did if we would have get the work if we are China, be a China, them a get the work.
That see that see how that I go on, brother. And the whole of the money I left from here so go back in our next man country. Who you see the China man a support a Jamaica? No one. China man say before he sup, only thing him pay extortion money.
And a China man pay the most minimum wage in a Jamaica.
Mm. Why me see some people over Portland they are bar rasta so them on a sentence a bar so them chuck work right. And the China man I say that pay them.
You see
Kind
it too,
of
you know.
big, him a big link in that government. They say what the fuck?
You see it too. So them a say the government for pay them.
Yeah, man say him not pay nothing. Them have big link in the government. That's the man said. And the man him not like him a load up him thing like him a repeat that blood clot there. The
So
man
we
say him
think I
have
go
big
on then,
link.
my father.
I don't know what kind of link him have in the government where the citizens out here not having a rasta. How we are we are man with them private business out here not having.
Citizens not alright, man, my father. Believe me.
Yes, Rasta.
Yes, try right, sir. Right, true.
Yeah, man, that, yeah, see, man. Them deal with the city to them like a mango season, you only come around once a while, you see me?
It may I talk about earlier your identity and how why your status, how do you identify? And that boy along to the type of rights you have, you know.
Yeah, that I think, man. The man, them only want your information to get money in a half a year information. See me? Them collect the money and spend your money. Them use your information. Where the blood clot the government get money from?
The people,
Run the country
them
if
borrow
I know
money
our
from the
money.
people them.
Yeah, them borrow
People them
money
have
all
an
the
account at the Bank of Jamaica and the government borrow from the people them and never remember to pay back the people them because the people them act like say them are the borrower. When you're acting at the government name, that means that the government is your boss. So them own your rights and them own your assets them or you have everything that is registered to them automatically own it because like you just carry go give them. You
yeah,
see me?
man, for real.
So what
That's
people
why
for look into doing is stop take back every single thing where them have interest in. You see, pray? Me
yeah,
not
man.
tell box food out of the government mouth, but me just show people how to be more vigilant.
Yeah,
I want to
man.
take place in them eyesight, you see me? Mm-hmm.
So when them to deal with anything, man, them force you, for register all those things. Why
Yeah.
them a force a man for register? Why if you feel you don't want to register enough for them department? Or you
Why
don't want to be a part of them
if your baby born, them
organization?
want you to register your baby to them.
Then
If you have
that
a
they tell
car, them want you register your car to them. If you
then
have
that
land, them want you register your land to them. If you have even your house, them want you register your house and still pay tax for your house so you don't work hard for buy.
I am one. That is it, my father. Them force a man to
Bury
register.
them, big up yourself for them, father.
You see me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, father bury them.
The system set away, man, my God. But ones and ones after those know say stand up on the foot and be more vigilant in what take place.
Alright, so what you say about the cashier machine or the police? The government get the police.
What kind of machine?
The cashier machine, the cash register machine.
The spit out ticket.
I don't think it that spit out. What you think a ticket that spit out?
How that
Yeah.
one they go?
Barry get a ticket one. Barry get a ticket one, yeah. The ticket long like your hand virgin. Long like your hand long virgin.
For?
Or from your foot to your waist, the
Where me
ticket
get
long.
ticket for?
You know, say a truck broke down in the road. What are the big truck that broke down in the road? It be just pass down on the road there, though. And see, I'll see the truck in the middle of the road. Because you know, say, once you come around up to the tax office, there, so you have to make the trucker man have to make a little white turn. And when he make the white turn, but I know him do if I stall him at the traffic and the truck can't pass. He barely pass there. Barely go down the back of the little more. The man end up get a ticket. I don't know where him say the police say him should come round or him come round. But that is a blind spot. You understand? I be a look for the police and I be a tell them say, yo, you have to pay the ticket there car. But just a pass the has weakness and see nothing could pass a truck there. So you have to say you're direct. Well, you can't direct around there.
I try to say.
You give him
I
a,
really know what going on in the situation they still, but you know the system is a fraud and people are operating a business with the state, they don't have a chance. If
you
you
the
are
man
drive with a driver's license and a driving license plate on your vehicle, then you know say you a problem with the state just so.
that me I tell your father.
Mm-hmm. The boy
That
them a
me.
go out with big things, man, but me gonna leave that for another time. For now it boy long to how you identify yourself. Cause me do not have a government ID and I don't have a birth certificate. I don't have a driver's license, but yet still I operate in a traveling daily.
Right, you know, me not take no ticket out of them cash register machine there, Them have to write a ticket manual give me.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
can request that to my father, cause business you do, you know.
yeah, man, then the business them I do, man. Me no
And
want none of them.
looking from now, you know, say it's a digital system where you never have to tell the police them nothing. You just know,
Ah,
so when you drive, you just know, say a warrant out for your arrest just so because you do this or you do that. It's no longer a ticket because they have put it to one point-based system. We have a link to the new ID where they have upcoming. We have a driver's license, ID, passport, everything in a one.
cause we die and I, you know, where and I look pan with a cash register machine there, you know, father. There is a your TRN link to the tax office, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And once you see them push that give that ticket there, you know, you automatical pay in a rasta, cause it come out in a cash register push out that in a bridge. It's a credit card machine that to me in a rasta. So what when me acknowledge you know, your TRN where them call TRN, remember it do at the tax office, you know. And it don't name TON, you know. Tax office number, you know, or you know name TRS, you know. Tax returns security. You know. I don't know what that thing they for the rasta. I think that thing there is a corporation. Because white have a barcode and white link to tax office. And then the government tell us the tax office only collect money. So why the TRN have to do with money business where the government collect? You over me I say?
Everything is linked to a business in the government scene, my father.
So right
Everything.
now when I'm on my thing right now, cause my money still for my TRN until them ready for reveal the truth in Rasta. Cause I know the truth.
Everything I will get dissolved by September the 15th, my father.
Uh, it's a
Yeah,
new digital world.
yeah, my brother. Believe me. See, if you not take your thing, if you plan for going in a digital world, you can make it stay. But if you not
Mm-hmm.
plan for going in a digital world, then you have to take it out tight. And the cash register thing that I does phase one. That are the least of what they for go on in the future. You see
Mm.
me? We have big plans for the citizens and non-nationals, man, my God.
Well, like cash register machine there, I do believe when you get the ticket automatically pay from your TRN, you know.
Yeah.
The TRN link to a bank called Scotia Group oversee transaction. Why TRN have to do with oversee transaction? And if a man have a pay oversee within TRN, say for instance,
TRN have to do with every transaction or link to the business name.
yeah,
Once you pass 18, because you will make decisions yourself them time there. And
yeah,
knowing so the government a benefit off of every single decision you will make. And them have
yeah.
other creditors where pay them a percentage in a taxes off of every single thing where them a make said way. You see me?
Mm.
So it's a big football field with different players. So you have a forward, the midfielder, you have the centre back, the right back, the left link, the right link, and you have the goalkeeper, the treasury, or the registrar. We always a top home father.
All right, watch out now, no. So the government a borrow money in our name, father. It just a name alone can't make it borrow the money. It needs some
Alright,
identify
yeah,
clarification.
yeah. Them need what every security where you sign your signature upon, cause everything when you put your signature upon become a financial instrument or a
All right.
signature or
Now,
a
now you hit
security.
now you hit the point where I want to hit to you long
So hold
time
on now.
now.
You see
Mm,
when taxes are filed you know, for all of the companies, them
mm,
send that to the registrar you know, which is the Bank of Jamaica or any financial institution where them sign up to. And and the Ministry of Finance do an auditing said way where them balance the book of every single thing. So how much money borrow from them creditors them. But the creditors them officially are the people them will have them account at the Bank of Jamaica, and then the the Bank of Jamaica issue the funds to the government of Jamaica to a thing what them call consolidated funds. So them not borrow directly from the people, them borrowed from the consolidated funds, and the consolidated funds is the fund available for the people them.
mm.
But because the people them not have a system set up to claim it for themselves, the government set up a system and I saw them a claim it for the people them. So when the man them a say $300 million for do the road today and tomorrow them want $300 million for do another piece of road or $300 million for fund one campaign or another $2 billion for do needs. Are they right? So them a get all of the money from, which we can access it if we able to do it. And being able to do it is to clarify your identity and your status, as in who you are in a real time. You see me?
Like you know,
So,
say you know, say verification process. You know, say a number then use and verify it though.
everything a number in the system, in
All
the
right. So what
business,
number?
everything a number.
What number then use process as verification for borrow money in a your name? Your bank account number.
You can use, you have a thing what them call the ISIN, the International Security Identification Number, and that is linked to the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Them all local registered stocks. The same thing as something similar to the birth certificate, me should I say.
Mm.
You see me? So when them all that at the Jamaica Stock Exchange, them able now for trade on the international market. Now the indentured trustee for the Jamaica Stock Exchange were linked to the Bank of Jamaica is the Bank of New York. You see me? So you have a bigger stock exchange where them a trade them stock upon said time in a one different format. You see me? And I saw everybody get for classified as a stock in the business, aka human resource being used as collateral for the government generate funds from. Them called currency or currency.
All right. This again more ask you. So how can I conduct business in your name without a power of attorney from you or a signature?
And how you do that?
How the government can able to do that? Because me
Because
know why I
it
do
is
that. Me know how
registered.
Mhm.
It is registered to the government. So that means that it was handed over to the government.
So you are gonna borrow money from a bank over there, so you know. You don't need signature and them type of things if you do them things.
No, so borrow money from the IMF. The government already own. The signature them only bill the currency or the value, the network of the the stocks. So the more the signature them use, or the more the stocks them value. So the government actually hold the stocks, and the stocks is where them put up to IMF in one format where them calculate it and call it the GDP. And based on the GDP, you know, them can borrow funds from international investors such as IMF and the World Bank and other people.
I realize.
Yeah, my father.
Um, but my greatest thinking, Rasta, you have to use your TR in conduct any business. And once you have to do that, brethren, you have an automatical signature with dead a long time from your TRN. So them boy them don't need not more a
I
number
I
on your
I do not
signature,
have a
brethren.
TRN, you know, my father.
Eh?
I don't have a Bantu Zulu don't have a TRN, you know. The
Hey, come like
government
that.
name have a TRN.
Yes, I real like that. I see. Come like we have to go Lego them TRN business.
Yeah. Operate with a EIN or a ITIN.
That's why the boy they can't able to go ahead and conduct business in your name without your consultation in the brethren.
Yeah, my father.
Yeah.
You claim security interest in your thing said we but I'm telling you, I have a class we are going tomorrow.
Okay.
Class Sunday said we.
Yeah.
Yeah, calling call for the year said we. You know the thing going God.
Yeah, my father.
Mm-hmm.
There, man.
Yeah, big up yourself.
Yeah, man. There, man. So go and talk to your people, them, the father. Yeah. Yeah, ask as much question I want to ask you now, and thank you for gladly answer them, you see me?
Yeah man, enough respect man, my God.
For real, my father.
Enough
You're
respect.
never too old for learning, you know.
Always a learner, it me I say man.
You see me?
Everything, every experience we're supposed to learn from. And we're supposed to have
Yeah.
experiences every day. Not the same experience, different experiences said we. If we not
Real.
learn from it, we are lose. You see me?
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Real.
They up on the ground said you, man.
Yeah, man,
Me
bro.
about to make a check out, you know, because the people them come like them busy up in them hours. Yeah. If anything, I
Yeah.
look more, make a recheck properly. You see me?
Alright, my father.
Yeah, man. But I hope me push as much information to the people them so them understand what is your true identity and how you can go about it. What happens if you have a company that is registered at the company office? Intelligence Auto, you have to give me a link half of the year. You see me? See if I can book a little consultation. You see, pray and ask them big question there. Or later on, I'll go back live. We will reason about it. Because that is a very nice one. You have a thing when you have security interest in personal property. National security interest in personal property. NSSIP. I think I say it go. But check it out, security interest in personal property, and we're gonna talk about it another time. We have a class we are going tomorrow too, so the ones and ones them can check out that. Remember our book, Free Not Dumb Volume 1, to load up and we have some merch we load up said we. So the ones them stay tuned. You're out and about, you see me? Fully.
That's that code, man.